Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Once again, happy Pride Month and happy Juneteenth. And I will be coming to you with an anime review video. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and I'm glad because it is Pride Month and this anime has some LGBTQ characters, transgender, and bisexual. Of course, I'm talking about the anime Paradise Kiss. Paradise Kiss is, I believe, a 2011 or 2012, 2013 anime manga series that came about into an anime series. This anime tells the story about a high schooler named Yukari Ayasaka who strives to be her own independent individual because, hello, that's still a thing, it still exists. Everybody wants to be their own independent individual. She also pursues a modeling career after becoming the model for a modeling show from a different school with George Koizumi and his group of friends, Miwako, Arashi, and Isabella. And this anime, I love it. I love the fashion. The fashion is very nice. I definitely love like Arashi's style of clothing. His style is more like punk rock. I also love Miwako's style. Her style is more uh, Lolita, but I'm not really into like Lolita stuff. But it's cute on her. George, he's like this very like interesting, attractive character, minus the fact that he has blue hair. But he understands women, I guess. Like he understands like how they feel, and he wants Yukari to be like her own independent individual. And she eventually agrees to be their model for their modeling show, and that, you know, sparks something in her. She wants to be a model. She wants to do it professionally. Did I mention that I love the fashion? Yeah, I love the fashion. Um, there are two characters in this show that identify as LGBTQ: George Koizumi and Isabella. Now, Isabella is a transgendered character. So, let me give you a little bit of a story about Isabella. I've seen this anime multiple times, and Isabella does talk about, celebrating her new birthday because originally she wasn't born a girl, she was born a boy. But when her and George started making clothes together, she realized, I don't identify as a boy, I identify more as a girl. So instead of celebrating Daisuke, the boy's birthday, she celebrates her new birthday because she's able to give birth to something new, something that she's always wanted. And in the episode, she does talk about that a lot with Yukari, when she's helping her get ready for the fashion show. Um, this episode is, I want to say 12 or 13 episodes long. It's not that long, it's pretty short. I felt like they should have made a second season. And plus, I wanted to know who Yukari was engaged to at the end. They didn't really, identify who her fiance was, but she's engaged. Um, but yeah, Isabella to me is a great representation for transgender people, whether you are a man or a woman. And the fact that she says that she's able to celebrate her new birthday is amazing. And she's surrounded by friends that accept her and love her just the way she is. I mean, just ask George, you know? Speaking of George Koizumi, I like George. I don't like the fact that he's a bit of a womanizer. Like, it's obvious. It's very obvious. He's a womanizer, and him and Yukari have this, you know, complicated, complex relationship, so to speak. And he's just like his dad, so I'm not surprised. Like father, like son. But I like George. He doesn't like stress out. He's like very calm and chill and relaxed. Um, George Koizumi is bisexual. He literally says, I forgot in what episode, but he says I'm bi. So he's bisexual. There's a character in here that asks him, "Oh, I thought you were gay." No, he's bisexual. Which, that's actually pretty cool. The fact that they would have him say what his sexuality is, that he's bi, is pretty freaking cool. I love this anime so much. I love the fashion. I love how it talks about being your own independent individual and not caring about what people think in society. Because if you're going to spend your whole life caring about what other people think, you're not going to be happy. You're going to be miserable. And there's nothing wrong with you being independent. You got to be independent on your own eventually. You can't live off other people or your parents forever. Um, Now, back to the other characters. You have Tokamori, which was Yukari's crush. I like Tokamori, but the only con I would say about him is that he likes to get involved too much. Like, in throughout the show, he's getting involved in Yukari's personal life a little too much, which is like, okay, dude, pump the brakes. You're asking all these questions, like you're calling her house. Like, dude, she could figure it out for herself. Why are you constantly getting involved? I get it, that's your friend and that's your crush, but you don't gotta get involved like that. But I like Tokamori. Um, he too also had a crush on Yukari. But for some reason, they never told each other that they liked each other, which was dumb. Because it's like, well, you have a crush on him. Why not tell him? I don't know. Common sense, common knowledge. Um, what else? Oh, Arashi and Miwako. Their relationship, it comes across to me as a bit toxic. Like like Miwako isn't happy sometimes, or Arashi isn't happy. But in the end, they chose to be together. And plus, Tokamori had a crush on her also, but she chose to be with uh, Arashi. Arashi, I don't dislike him. I just don't like the way he acts around her. You know, I think it comes across as being a jealous boyfriend. But, again, I like the characters. I just don't like some of the things they do or say. Like, they could have hashed that out in a better way. Um, Once again, I love the fashion. I love Arashi's style. His style is more like the punk rock or like grunge punk rock alternative scene, and it's just really nice to look at. I love the art style, and the animation is very nice. Animation and the art style, 10 out of 10. Um, I don't know what was that whole like having the flowers and animals like swipe across the screen. I don't know what all that was about. I don't think that was necessary. Um, but again, I love the fashion. Like watching that anime and watching a bunch of other stuff, those were the main reasons why I got into fashion. And